you guys. So today's video, you might notice there's a new friend hanging out with me. My normal microphone that I use to record my audio and my videos took a massive duper on me. So I had to pull out my podcasting microphone, hook it up to my laptop. It's a whole big technical thing you're not interested in, I'm sure, but it's going to be hanging out with me for the next couple of videos until I get this fixed, so hope it doesn't bother you. So today we are doing a pretty big collective haul. I mentioned to you guys in a video recently that I had been ordering things to kind of prepare me for lockdown. I told you guys many times that I'm not leaving this damn house, and I was worried that I would run out of things that I would need for filming and for posting content, so I made a few orders, and then on top of that I had already made a couple of other orders for stuff. So this is just a mixed bag. I will tell you it is mostly skincare. A lot of skincare. Really quick, if you guys are in a position where you are not able to buy anything and you feel like watching this video might trigger you to make bad choices financially, I would implore you to X out of it and not watch it. I'm not trying to encourage you guys to do anything with your money. I'm just making a video. This was highly requested, so please take it with a grain of salt as pure entertainment and continue to make wise decisions for yourself around your finances during this time. I totally get it. So all that being said, let's just get started. So the first things I want to talk about are foundations and one concealer. The reason you guys were even made aware of the fact that this haul was happening is because I told you in a foundation video recently that I was getting rid of pretty much all of them and I needed to order a crap ton. Everybody wanted to see what I ordered. At the risk of being super boring and uninteresting, only one of these foundations is new to me. Everything else I've ordered are just repeats, which kind of tends to be my attitude towards makeup these days. I'm just rebuying things. I'm really not trying a whole lot of new stuff. Two of the foundations I picked up are from Nars. This is the Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation, and this is the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. While these are the exact same types of foundations I've been wearing for a long time, I did pick them up in different colors. So this is the color Santa Fe. Typically, when I buy Nars foundations, it's in the color Punjab. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Punjab is just a lot more yellow. These are true neutrals. So I haven't tried these yet. I don't know if they're going to be good shade matches or not, but I really hope so. I also picked up a Dior Air Flash foundation. I haven't bought this in a long time, but this is probably the fourth bottle of it I have picked up. It looks a little darker than I remember it being because I've always worn the color 300, which is once again, a neutral light to medium tone color, but it does look a little darker than I recall it being. I'm actually wearing it today. I love it just as much as I always have, and this is one foundation that I like to keep in stock in my stash. Now, I know a lot of people have a misconception that you're supposed to like spray this on your face and that's why they don't like it. I don't even understand where that comes from. I mean, I guess the fact that it's a spray foundation might be where it comes from, but I've never done that. The way I look at it is I also don't squirt foundation straight into my face, so I don't spray it on my face either. I just spray it on the back of my hand and apply it with a brush, and it works totally fine. What I like about this is it's got a nice amount of coverage and the formula is super thin. So it feels like you're wearing nothing. It looks really natural and pretty on the skin. Definitely love this. Next is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I asked you guys to recommend a foundation to me that I might like based on my preferences a couple of videos ago, and pretty much everyone told me to pick this one up. It looks like it's going to be too dark. Already I can tell it's going to be too dark. So that's another reason I didn't want to order a whole lot of new foundations or new concealers and formulas and colors I'm not used to, because I was afraid they wouldn't match, and I might be in that exact situation with this. This is the color 2.5N. I haven't tried it out yet, but that's why I was so eager to get this haul out so I could open everything and pull it out and play with it and let you know what I think. I will keep you posted. One of my orders that didn't get a chance to come in yet is from Beautylish, and I ordered another La Mer foundation, which is something I've almost always got in my collection. It's super expensive, I know, but it's one of my favorite foundations because the color match is so perfect for me. So perfect, in fact, that I can apply it with any other foundation that maybe isn't working, and all of a sudden, even that foundation will start working for me again. So it's a great mixer. It's great on its own. It's a beautiful formula, but I picked that one up too. And then I also picked up a new Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Custard. This is the one I go through the most. I also keep Ginger around. This one's a little closer to my skin tone. This one's a little bit lighter. So I've always got these two, but this one I was pretty much out of, so I went ahead and grabbed it as well. I also picked up a brand new Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner. I clean my brushes every time I use them. There's probably someone out there or some scientist is going to say that that's terrible for my brushes and I'm destroying them. And maybe that's true, but I'm a psycho about hygiene when it comes to my makeup, particularly brushes. I think it's the makeup artist in me. Like you get sanitation, and sanitation practices beat into you when you go to makeup school. So I just will flat out not ever let a dirty brush touch my face ever. So I had to make sure I had plenty of this on hand for the coming weeks and hopefully not months that we're stuck in this house. Next, I picked up some lashes. These are from House of Lashes. I just got 3 pairs of the Allura Light, which is what I'm wearing today. And then I also got 3 pairs of Iconic Light. These are pretty much the only eyelashes I use anymore. House of Lashes hit me up. You know I will represent. But I had to make sure I had plenty of these on hand because usually I just go to Ulta and pick up a pair once a week and they last me forever. But don't know when I'm leaving the house. Gotta be ready. Everything else is skincare, you guys. I don't know how much you're gonna want to hear about this, but this is what I grabbed. So I use primarily medical grade skincare in my everyday skincare routine. Masks, things like masks, toners, moisturizers, cleansers. I don't really care too much to spend a whole lot of money on that, but with my active ingredients, I have been doing medical grade skincare for years. I'm not saying I will only ever do that. I'm trying really hard to educate myself on the actual difference between the two types of products, that being over the counter versus medical grade, whatever that's supposed to mean. I will say that despite the fact that I haven't done a lot of research into the differences, I can tell you that I see huge changes in my skin when I do use medical grade skincare, but it is all so expensive. So this might not be budget friendly, whatever, for most people. But in the past, I have spent so much money on Sephora and Ulta skincare, which is why I'm always saying I don't really believe in it, and never saw any change in my skin. But when I started investing a little more in it, I did. So I'm going to figure it out. I will figure out alternatives, cheaper alternatives for the stuff I'm going to mention, but this is just what I've picked up recently. The first thing I have here are 3 products from Truth Treatments. So here's the story behind this. I have not had a vitamin C serum in my skincare rotation for years, if ever, and that's because every time I have tried to use vitamin C, it's broken me out really, really bad. So I just thought maybe my skin couldn't handle it, couldn't deal with it. And then I was feeling squirrely and decided to take a big plunge and invest in a Truth Treatment vitamin C serum. It's called the Truth Serum. I've had it for about a month and a half now. I have never used a product in my skincare routine except for tretinoin, which we'll get into in a minute, that has actually changed my skin as much as that serum did. My skin has never been brighter and more even toned ever. So I've been having such good luck with that and such good results with that I decided I wanted to try some of his other products, but I was scared to make the huge investment into the full sizes. So I ended up with this little like trial size kit. But the good news about them is even though they're the trial size, you need such a small amount of his products. Like it even comes with this little tiny spoon. Like that is all you need to cover your entire face. So this will probably still last me 2 or 3 months. And as long as my skin tolerates it, I'm probably going to end up having so much friggin' Truth Treatments products in my routine. It came with the Transdermal C Balm. This is like your nighttime version of vitamin C. And then I also picked up the 1% Resurfacing Retinol Light because I am using tretinoin, but the problem with it is ripping my skin up. Like I have so much redness and irritation even after all this time of using it. And supposedly his retinols are similar in potency and efficacy to a Retin A. So this is retinol, but it's supposed to be just as strong as a 0.5% Retin A, which I have been on for a long time. So if this works well and like stops me from breaking out but doesn't destroy my skin, I'm definitely going to be getting the larger size of it. And then it also came with this Biomedic mineral mist, which is basically a spray you spray on your face to help these kind of spread a little bit more better, help them spread a little better all over your skin, because you're not supposed to use a lot of this at all, and this is a delivery system that helps that happen. So I will keep you guys posted on my Truth Treatment skincare, but I love all this stuff already, so what can I say? It's the shit. Next, I picked up a full size of the Skin Medica HA5. I got a trial of this when I made another skincare purchase a couple of months ago. Like I said, I know this looks like I've just went bananas and bought all this stuff at once, but the orders have just been coming in and I've been keeping it all in my closet waiting to film this haul. So don't assume that I just like took all my daughter's college education money and bought skincare with it. I swear to God, I didn't. This is just the full size of it. It is a hyaluronic acid. I know that hyaluronic acid in the past couple of weeks is getting a really bad rap. And I know that for some people, this ingredient does not work and can cause irritation to the skin. I have not had that issue whatsoever. What I have found with this product actually is that when I'm using tretinoin heavily, there's weeks where I can use it a couple of times throughout the span of that week, and there's weeks where I have to use it almost every day. It just depends on what's happening. If I feel a breakout coming on, I'll start using it a lot, and it helps with the breakout, but it, like I said, destroys my skin. It still peels and gets so red, like it'll hurt to touch it. And when I started using this, it helped that a lot. And I think it was just because it was intensely hydrating my skin. That's the only thing I can figure. I never intended to actually ever buy that product. It was just that they gave me a big ass sample. I used it for a long time and saw results with it. You're gonna have to do some research and testing to find out if hyaluronic acid is okay for you. I wouldn't consider investing in something this expensive if you don't know for sure, but I've had no issues. This is the Osmosis Rescue Epidermal Repair Serum. Osmosis, Truth Treatments, and Skin Medica are my favorite medical skincare lines. I used to use a lot more Osmosis. Like I loved their cleanser. I used to use their Retinol. I've used their stem cell. I've used their antioxidant serums, all of it. But I really just wanted to pick this one back up because it heals your skin. And like I said, the tretinoin is really irritating the shit out of my skin. So I wanted something in there to kind of help repair it, help with the redness and irritation. And this really does work. It also helps a little bit with breakouts, and it does make your pores look smaller. I don't know what it is about it, but it works. These are from a skincare brand I have never tried before, but I've been watching a lot of Penn Smith skincare and a lot of Elle Leary on YouTube lately. I'm obsessed with them. Both of them are estheticians. Elle also does makeup. Penny is her full name, seems to only do skincare. Both of them are very knowledgeable, and they're kind of more the vibe for me. If you guys have any recommendations for YouTubers similar to them and their style, please let me know. They talk a lot about ingredients, about skincare, obviously. Their approach to makeup is a lot more dewy, glowy, fresh. It's not a lot of like Morphe and Huda. I'm not like really into that. So anything along those lines, I want to watch those channels. So please let me know. But they talk a lot about this brand called Le Mieux, which I guess means the best in French. So I picked up a few of their products. These actually I all picked up because on my Patreon today, in fact, we are doing a group facial. We're going to all sit around on Patreon and pull our products out, test them out, do facials, facial massage, the whole nine. I can't wait. And I probably should have said this in the beginning of this video because it would clarify a lot. I didn't buy skincare for an entire year. I literally just used moisturizer, tretinoin, and cleanser every day for a year. So I didn't have like treatments, really masks, anything hanging around the house. Keep that in mind as I go through the next amount of stuff I'm about to tell you about. So I wanted something to do to my skin for this facial, just a little treatment. So I picked up this Isoh Cell Recovery Solution. I also picked this up because not just for the facial, but once again, it will help spread things like my Truth Treatments products, but also this is really good for irritated skin. And if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Tretinoin irritates the shit out of my skin, especially to the degree that I have to use it to see results. So I've used this a couple of times in the past few days, like on those days where I'm like, oh, my face hurts. I just spray this and it immediately calms down the redness and the irritation. So I picked that up for that reason mainly, but also because I picked up the Le Mieux, what is this called? The Perfect Renewal Clarify and Refine. This is basically a peel. It's not going to be like a bossy, intense Dennis Gross one. This one's supposed to be a little bit more chill, but just in case it does irritate me, this is not something I would use every day because of the tretinoin. But when I do want to use it, just in case it does bother me, I have this to spray on my skin to help soothe it a little bit. And then I also picked up the BioCell Mask. So this says it is a serum saturated mask featuring freeze-dried marine collagen and advanced microencapsulation delivery system for unparalleled results. It's got marine collagen, peptides, antioxidant, botanical extracts, and a stable form of vitamin C. Hydrate, brighten, firm. Basically, this was all just to use for this facial, but obviously I'm gonna get tons of use out of it. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was paying for one mask when I ordered this, so I was surprised when it ended up being 4, which makes me really happy. This is apparently a dope skincare brand. I am just now getting my feet wet with it and trying it out, but it's a lot more affordable than all of this medical grade skincare. So I will leave them down below. Check them out. I've heard nothing but good things. Lastly, I have a crap ton of stuff from Soco Glam. This actually was the first thing I ordered, and this was like almost a month ago that I ordered this stuff, but it took a really, really long time to get here, and then I decided just to hold it, like I said, in my closet until I could film the actual haul. So I haven't tried much of this, like only one or two things. Everything I've tried I like a lot. Now, to clarify, the reason I found myself on Soco Glam at all and I'm trying this stuff is because, once again, my attitude towards skincare is a little unattainable, I think, for the average person. Like I said, I tend to only invest in medical grade skincare, so I'm trying to find other things that work well, that are not as expensive. Plus, I've never really tried anything from K-Beauty because, truth be told, I kind of thought it was a gimmick and didn't really have a lot of high hopes or high expectations for it. So the main thing I understand about K-Beauty, or what I gathered, is that a lot of their products, not all, but a lot of their products do a really good job or are focused on soothing the skin, hydrating the skin, protecting your skin barrier, improving your skin barrier. My skin is getting ripped apart by tretinoin. It's like being in a bad relationship. The benefits are there. The benefits are plentiful because tretinoin is the only thing that ever cleared my skin up. I suffered from acne for such a long time, and going to tretinoin, no issues anymore. But there are so many downsides to it. No matter how much time has gone on, and it's been over a year, I still am suffering with a lot of irritation from it. So soothing things, hydrating things, is all I care about. Mostly also because with tretinoin, you don't really need to be doing a whole lot of other things in terms of exfoliation. So I'm not using glycolic acid, lactic acid, salicylic acid, anything like that. That is all being done by the tretinoin. So any skincare I buy is probably only going to be soothing or hydrating. All that being said, I got a lot of shit from Soco Glam. Let's talk about it. So the first thing I picked up was actually because I needed it. I double cleanse my skin every time I wear makeup. Is the only way I take it off. And the double cleanse I had before, which was from Pixi, and I'm running out of, and I can't go to Target. So I just decided to order some. I picked this one up from Then I Met You. Oh, it matches my shirt. I'm obsessed with this color. What is this? Periwinkle? Cornflower blue? Obsessed. Such a pretty color. But it's just a cleansing balm, as the name indicates. I have used this once, and I really, really liked it. There's not much to say. It gets the makeup off. It soothes the skin. It's hydrating. It felt really, really nice on my face, and I didn't have any sensitivity or breakouts from it. And then I went ahead and picked up the Giving Essence. I've never used essences before either. I just started using a toner in my skincare routine for the first time in years. I did that with the Fresh Rose toner. I've been using that for a while. It's fine. Decided I'd try essences, but I'm so new to them, I don't really have a huge opinion yet, except for one, which I'll tell you about in a minute. But this is the Giving Essence. I have to say, in terms of branding, I think this is like some of the best I've seen. I love this color. This glass bottle feels so luxurious. I mean, this wasn't the cheapest thing in the world, but it's not as expensive as like this shit either. Don't get me wrong. But the bottle is luxurious. I love the formula of this. I have used this once, and I really like the way it felt on my skin. I can't tell you if there's been any huge improvements of it, except for the fact that my skin felt more moisturized and soothed, which is what I need. But this basically has black chokeberry. What's that? Galactomyces, ellagic acid, and red algae. I don't know what any of that stuff does yet. I'm still testing it out. I will do a full review on both of these if you guys are interested, but so far I do really like this. So two more essences I picked up. This one is the Time Revolution Missha, I don't know, treatment essence. What a fun word to say, but never wants to come out of my mouth correctly. Apparently, this one is good for breakouts and acne, and although I don't really suffer with them a whole lot anymore, this still seemed like it was going to do a little something to my skin by way of helping combat that without drying me out. I haven't tried this one yet because I can't get this lid off. Like, I think I'm gonna have to get some scissors or something to get the little protective blah, blah, blah off of it. But I will tell you, the packaging on this, like, this feels hefty and expensive as shit. Obviously, I'll let you guys know how I feel about it as time goes on. Last essence is, and this is kind of what started me getting interested in K-Beauty altogether, because I see this thing everywhere. Everyone is always was talking about this. This is the CosRx Advanced Snail Mucin. This is the first time I've ever used a product with snail mucin in it. And as you can kind of tell, I've been using this a lot because let me tell you, this stuff works. So basically what I like about this is it once again really hydrates and soothes my skin when it's destroyed by tretinoin, moisture being the name of the game. This is a really kind of, I want to say like a slimier texture, if you will. The rest of the ones I have are much more liquid and fluid, but this is thick. I will tell you guys, when I use this, especially in conjunction with my tretinoin, I do feel a difference in how my skin acts the next day. It doesn't feel so irritated and red. Like this really soothes and hydrates the skin so much. This is the only thing I've used enough to have any kind of opinion on, I think. Even though it is early, I will say I really like it. We'll probably never be without it again. I picked up a lot of sheet masks. I made this order when they were having a 20% off sale, first of all, and I also made this order when I knew it was gonna take a long time to show up, so I just went ahead and went for it. I have 3 masks here from, I think this is called Dr. Althea. They're all basically hydrating, soothing, calming masks. And then I also have one from MediHeal. This is the intensive, the NMF intensive hydrating mask, and apparently it's Korean's #1 face mask. So haven't tried any of these, couldn't tell you anything about it. All of this stuff has just been sitting in my closet. I haven't touched pretty much any of it, waiting to film this video for you guys. So keep an eye out on Instagram, on YouTube. I will update you guys on all of this stuff as I start to figure it out. Last 2 things and we are done. This is the Super Aqua Cell Renewal Snail Sleeping Mask from Missha. It's the same company who makes this. I wanted to pick this up because the reviews were really good on it and I haven't tried a sleeping mask in a long time. I recently did a video where I poo-pooed on a bunch of different types of skincare items. Even though I stand by everything that I said in that video, I did kind of have a moment where I was like, you haven't tried any of this stuff in a long time, Whitney. So maybe you should try it out and then report back and see if you still believe that there's no need to buy any of this stuff. And to be fair, I never said you should never buy any of it. All I said was, depending on your financial situation and your beauty budget, there might be better places to spend your money than this stuff. At least consistently buying this stuff. One of the things I said you probably don't need to buy a lot of are masks. And I know I have like 500 in this haul, don't judge me. But I specifically said sleeping masks and how they're no different than a nighttime moisturizer. I'll leave the video. You can check it out, hear what I had to say. But I picked this up anyway because I wanted to try it and see if I still stood by that initial assessment of these masks. I haven't only used this one time, so I don't have a super high or low opinion of it. One thing I will say about it that I do like is the smell. I don't know if it's added fragrance or not, but it is really, really light and fresh and hydrating. It's very, very hydrating. Once again, this whole thing started because I wanted to see what the big deal about snail mucin was, and that is the second ingredient in this product. So checking it out. So far, so good. And the last thing I picked up is the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. Once again, calming, soothing, hydrating. I have used this a couple of times. I really do like it. I don't know if I would say that I'm blown away by how much it soothes my skin or anything like that. It's still too early to tell. I honestly believe that this stuff, the Isoh Cell Recovery Solution from Lemieux, probably does a better job of like immediately calming my shit down. Apparently this is a super popular product in K-beauty for its calming and soothing properties. It has Centella asiatica or asiatica. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but that's an ingredient I'm learning a lot about and wanting to try more and more in my skincare because it's soothing. That's the theme of this video, is it not? Like wasting money on a bunch of the same thing over and over again. The exact same shit I tell you guys not to do. But I'm human and I didn't get to buy skincare for a year, so leave me alone, please. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so weirded out by this thing. It's probably gonna drive me nuts when I go to edit. Let me know if it bothers you or if you like the sound quality better. Maybe it'll stick around. I don't know. We shall see. I hope all of you are staying safe and well. As always, thank you to the patrons. As I said in this video, we're doing a group facial. Lots of live streams over there. We're doing a Tiger King live stream soon. Make sure you guys check out and see if you've missed any of my recent videos. I did do a Tiger King video. A lot of people are telling me they haven't been getting notifications. I don't know what's going on. Please make sure you come find me if you haven't seen me in a while. I'm always active on Instagram, whether I'm on stories or posting. You'll probably see mini reviews on Instagram, so definitely come find me on there as well. Let me know what you want to see coming up. I have some really cool ideas for content in the next few days or so. So keep an eye out for that. As I've said, as long as we're under quarantine quarantine, I'm going to try to put out as much content as humanly possible. Anything I can do to make this time more fun for you, less stressful, more entertaining, or encourage you to stay in and hang out with me, I'm going to do it. So other than that, I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day. Check the down bar for links to all my social media platforms, and I will catch you in the next one.